Hey all, this is author Tillery here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, how about you press that subscribe button, give this video a like, and ring that bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos. So this week we're going to talk a little bit about word count. Yes, the dreaded word count. I just have my own opinion on word count and where we are in today's world of writing. Fortunately for us writers of today, we don't have to be bogged down by all of the rules, let's say, I'm air quoting that one, all the rules that apply to word counts simply because we can self-publish. Let's just be honest, a novel is a novel when the writer is finished. Rather, it turns out to be a novella, a novelta, or a full-fledged novel size. It's still a novel. Or if you have an epic novel, which is a higher number count. And that being said, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I saw a post in one of the writers groups that I'm in, and the writer said that they had completed their novel and it was around 25,800 something odd words. And some people were just congratulating the writer, which is to me the right thing to post, instead of trying to argue semantics and numbers and such. Just no. Why do that? And she asked a question, is that enough words? And my question would be to that, are you finished? Do not just put filler in simply to get that word count. If your story is complete, then your story is complete. If you filled all your plot holes, if you told the story the way you wanted to tell it, if you're telling a good story, that's the things you need to be concerned with more than that count. Of course, when we're in certain genres, they expect or prefer to have higher numbers. And if you look up the number based to what size a book should be when completed, the basis would be anywhere from 40,000 to 60,000, 50,000 being a sweet spot for a full-fledged novel. Novellas run anywhere from, I believe, 17,500 up towards 40,000, and noveltas can be anywhere from 7,500 up to towards 17,500. And then you have epic novels, which usually run anywhere from 75,000 to 100,000 words. Now, that being said, depending on the genre, you can go mid-level between there or higher. Mostly sci-fi and fantasy will go 75,000 to 100,000 and up towards. But again, it is not a for sure edged in stone type of thing. And we don't have to follow the bylines. If you're self-publishing, then you don't have to worry about the publishing house demanding a certain number count for your book, because of course you make these rules up for yourself for your book. To me, when the writer is done telling the story, that's what your word count is. If you end up having a novelta or a novella or a full-fledged novel or an epic novel, it's still a novel. I was talking to my friend author Aphrodite Lee, and she is in agreement with me on this point. A lot of writers would be, but it's just that some people are stuck on the past rules, which is fine if that's what you wish to do, but I just wanted to share my 2 cents about the subject. I tend to write novels that's anywhere from 50-something thousand to 75,000 words. I don't write sci-fi on a regular, I write fantasy more on the regular. So I actually am delving into sci-fi, but I'm doing sci-fi short story recently. But again, the count is fine when the writer is done. Worry more about telling a good story and telling a cohesive story where it connects well. Don't worry so much about that number and trying to fill space, because in the end, if you're just trying to fill words in that book to get that number count, it's going to be boring. It's not going to be a good story, because you were just trying to fill space because someone said you need to have a certain number. Worry more about a good structured story than that word count. The word count will come as you're telling your story. I mean, just tell the story. Whatever length it turns out to be, that's the length it turns out to be, and that's what you have. But it's still a novel. So that's just my 2 cents. on word counts and completing your novel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.